Tinker saves the day. It was a very hot July morning, and in the squirrel's dray a handsome baby squirrel had just been born. His eyes were still shut, and he was completely bald. He was very pink. His mother and father were very proud parents. Their young squirrel would wean in 10 weeks. They could not decide what to call him. No name they thought of seemed quite to suit him. He was very mischievous, would not sleep when he was supposed to. He was very messy, and when his parents wanted quiet times, that's when he would sing the loudest. Although he was mischievous, his parents loved him so. One particular day he'd been quite naughty. His mother said, "I have it. I know what we can call him." "What?" asked Father Squirrel. "I think his name should be Tinker." Well, Father Squirrel agreed. It certainly suited him. So that was that. It was decided. His name was to be Tinker. His eyes are now open, and he had tufts of fur growing. He put his head out of the dray once, and thought it looked jolly exciting out there. All different smells and noises. Funny looking animals. He couldn't wait to venture out there. However, his parents had other ideas. They wanted to teach him what was safe to eat, which animals were friendly and which were not. At first he didn't listen. He found it all very boring. However, he soon learnt that when he did listen, his parents would finish his lessons early, and then it was playtime. Tinker was so very happy, and found the life of a squirrel to be jolly good. He made friends with a rat and another family of squirrels, whose dray wasn't too far away. His friend Zack was born in February, so he was older than Tinker. Tinker's mother found him to be quite wise for his age, and was pleased that they were friends. He would be a good influence on their son. Zack would tell Tinker stories when he was born, and how cold it was. Tinker did not like hearing about the winter. It was beautiful weather when Tinker was born in the summer. He could not imagine being so cold. They were talking about gathering the food for winter, and Tinker could not understand. "Zack, why do we bury our nuts, acorns, sweet chestnuts, well, all of our food in lots of different places? Wouldn't it make more sense to put it all in one large hole?" Yes, that would be easier, Tinker thought to himself. Zack tried to explain to his young friend. "Sometimes other squirrels or creatures may find our stash of food and steal it, or we may not find it again, or there may be a flood that would wash it all away or ruin it. So if we have our food stashed in lots of places, we won't go hungry." "Oh," said Tinker, "I see." He sort of understood, but at the same time thought he was right too. Just then, they quickly hid in the bushes. They heard two humans talking with raised voices. Tinker's parents had told him to be careful. You could not trust all humans. Some people did not like squirrels and called them vermin. Zack said, "We're all right. They can't see us." "Oh, shh, shh, there, right there," pointing through the hedge. "Well, it's a crying shame to lose these woods. I've never thought the council would agree." "I know, 20 acres lost," said the other man. "Yet another road. When will they start work then?" "They say the trees are coming down soon." Zack and Tinker could not hear any more, as the men had walked out of earshot. Tinker and Zack looked at each other. Zack seemed surprisingly calm. Tinker was not feeling calm at all. He was worried. "That means our homes will go." Zack said, "Don't worry, Tinker. I've heard my parents talk about this for months. Dad says it won't happen. These woods have been here for years." Tinker did not feel reassured. They decided they would tell their parents. Zack's father seemed quite stern. He was a kindly squirrel, but he didn't joke and play with the boys like Tinker's father. They had a meeting in Zack's dray, as it was a lot larger. Tinker's parents were very worried, and they thought they should all leave straight away. "I think we should go to Mighty Oak. He will know what to do," said Tinker's mother. "Well, you must do what you must do, but I'm staying here. It won't happen." "I agree with Dad," said Zack. Poor Zack's mother did not get a say in the matter. "Well, if you're sure it won't happen, Stuart, then I will keep my family here too," said Tinker's father. Tinker and his mother looked very worried. Zack and Tinker carried on playing their games. After Tinker's lessons were over, Everything seemed the same for the past couple of days. However, this Thursday felt different somehow. Tinker finished his lessons, and they were just going to start a game of hide and seek when all of a sudden there was a really loud noise and the ground started to shake. There was a lot of loud talking. It seemed like it was men talking. It seemed to go on for ages. After about 2 hours, it went quiet. Zack and Tinker leapt through the trees to where the noise had come from. They had to find out what it was all about. They leapt to one more tree and came to a clearing. There were great big machines they'd never seen before. One of the machines had a great big bucket at the front. There was a strange long oblong building with glass holes. They had to go to see what was inside, but how? Then Zack said, "Follow me." He leapt from their tree to the bucket thing, ran across the metal bar onto the cabin of this big machine. He looked in the glass box. That's funny. Look, that's funny. It looks like a car inside. It's got a steering wheel. "What's a car?" Tinker shouted from the tree. "I'll tell you later. Come on, jump over like I did. Follow my path." "All right, Zack." He jumped the same path as Zack and reached the box of the machine. Both squirrels then did a giant leap to reach the roof of the long oblong building. When they made it to the roof, Tinker said, "Zack, what's a car?" "Later, Tinker," said Zack, sounding annoyed. "Look, if we hold each other's legs, we can lean over and look through the glass." Zack went first. Tinker held on to his back legs and Zack reached over the building. "Don't drop me, Tinker. Promise." "I promise." It was hard to hold on to Zack. Tinker was smaller and not as strong yet. "What do you see, Zack?" "There are lots of men's uniforms, yellow uniforms, a lot of equipment. There are funny looking things, but I don't know what they are." Tinker said, "My turn, my turn." "Let me see." "All right, Tinker, pull me back up." "Okay." He pulled him back. His little arms were aching so. Now it was his turn. He was in such a hurry he leant over the window, hardly giving Zack a chance to grab his legs. "Tinker, will you be careful?" Zack snapped. Tinker was looking. He saw the uniforms. He saw lockers. He saw... Oh no, he spotted the long things which Zack spoke about. "Pull me up, Zack." Zack pulled his young friend up. He didn't like the look on his face. He had never seen him look so serious before. "What's the matter?" "Those long things you saw, Zack." "Yes." "Did they have like metal teeth on them?" "Yes," said Zack. "Why?" "I know what they are. They call them saws. My father told me a story about my granddad, and they cut down his tree." Zack said, "Oh gosh, that means it's true. They're going to put a road through. We will have to tell our parents. We will have to leave our homes." Yes, Tinker said, "but it's not just us, is it? There's no time. There's hundreds to tell. All our friends, the rats, the mice, foxes, badgers, the bats in the fir trees, all the birds, insects." "Listen, Tinker, there's no time. We have to go, Tinker." Tinker suddenly remembered his mother mentioned a mighty oak tree. "Zack, who is Mighty Oak? My mother said he would know what to do." "Oh, Mighty Oak is one of the oldest, wisest oak trees around. He's very wise. He lives quite away from here. In fact, I'm sure once, years ago, we were all in the same wood. My dad said the park and the road were built illegally. It's going to be dark soon. We shouldn't even be out. We never go out at night. Too many dangers. Come on, Tinker. You tell our parents, Zack. I will go to see Mighty Oak. I won't be long." And before Zack could stop him, Tinker had leapt off the back of the building and disappeared into the dense woods.